future stuff here. So he just put up a video on Twitter. I don't on Twitter. He's trying to jump in front of the video I'm making now right here, and he says that I'm upset with him. He doesn't realize he didn't watch the video first. He should have waited to respond. This dude, he's talking about egos. Anyway, the thing about it is, he says that the gaming, I got mad at him because he's talking about gaming. Why would I get mad about him talking about gaming? He's unfollowed me on Twitter. So how would I? He's just saying anything at this point. No. And again, I don't want him to delete none of the stuff that he got. I got already downloaded this already. So, we're going to keep the file, everything. Again, it's going to be the most expensive videos, the most expensive crash out that you have ever done. All right? Because you're thinking that you're playing with Web3 people. And then that video that you just put out, continue. And you just walked into, I didn't release we should have waited. I didn't even release the video yet. You talk about Grant. You do know I had messages with Grant, right? You literally show what I'm talking about in this video. All right. So we're going to use this as a learning lesson. All right. Now, Stefan, I know you made the video because you didn't think I would respond back to it due to the fact of the position I'm into. But I want to actually use this as a learning example of when you have, I don't like to say the word snakes because snakes aren't a bad animal. But when you have envious people around you, right? Now, there's 3 people I would like to bring into this. And the 3 people is 1, this clown here, which is Stefan, 2, Shamgar, and 3, Prof. Now, I want you to understand I have no problem between Prof and Shamgar. I have no problem with them at all. I talked to Sham, talked to Prof. Everything understood over there. I understand the confusion. But let me just say this. For those who see people succeeding in life, going a different way, it's like basically, I dealt with this, by the way, before, when it comes to me leaving the hood and everything, that on all my homies in the hood, it was like, oh, he switched up on us. He's not, whatever the case may be. He's supposed to be focusing on gaming, not hood homies, gang war and stuff like that in the hood. But these guys he should be focusing on gaming. All right, that's what these guys was worried about. I should be focused on gaming. Okay, that's what I should be focusing on gaming. So this man gave me 1,000. Ethan 100, right? So if someone gave me 100, and I have people that gave me way more than that, right? And I'm losing money monthly. Money was stolen from me. Millions were stolen from me. So now it left me to the point where I'm dumping my money into the project. You understand what I'm saying? So instead of doing what Web3 people did, which that's what they thought. Again, no hard feelings between Ethan and Shamgar. Right? Ethan and Shamgar. No hard feelings to these dudes. They thought that that's what I did, which is like the Web3 people, right? Instead of me losing everyone money, because by the way, I put the most money out of anybody into my project. So instead of me losing my money, rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. So me knowing that I lost so much money, I said, no, I'm not gonna go out like that. I'm not gonna shut my doors and just be like, all right, y'all, because I could have did that. I could have shut my doors on that and then made this. I could have did that. Just want you to know that. I could have. But I did not. Because I could have just said, forget everybody in my community that ever gave me $1. Like I said, forget all those guys. Went out and built something on my own. Built this on my own. I could have did that. But I said no. If I'm going to get my wealth back and everything, all the money I lost, right? And now, to the point where I don't even have to fund the game myself. So which I could have just did this. I could have did the most craziest thing. I could have did this. Shut down the company. But I know that gaming makes billions of dollars. Shut down the company. Go find a new community. Build with that community, right? Get money from the community, and then get the government and stuff like that to fund the game that I promised the community was the old one. I could have did that. But no, I did not do that. So these guys were upset with me because I chose to do what I am, a business consultant, business developer. I made a school because I got so much clients. Why did I retire being a business developer? Because I left Philadelphia. My story is in Philadelphia. I came here, and once I got back into business development and business consulting, the exact same thing, I popped off here too. Like that. So that tells you what? Stefan, that tells you what? That if I leave one place, I retire because I don't know anybody in Atlanta. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't know anybody here. I got to do something else. So let me go do something else. I learned game development. Got into game development. Lost a lot of money into it. Refused to shut it down. So let me go back and go back to work. Let me go back to work and popped off. Now, I want to make this disclaimer. We're going to have to go to court. The reason why we're going to go to court is because I want you to sue me. And even if you back out, I'm going to sue you. I just want you to know. There's a lot of defaming in this thing. You're not smart enough, boy. You're not smart enough. There's a lot of defaming in here. So now you're going to pay me more. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to show you because you said that I was changing because I was making the game and you started to see me move like a businessman. Move like a businessman and you didn't like that. I was always a businessman. Hence why everyone in Web3 is scared of me. I was the only one talking about business. You three clearly didn't understand that. I get it. Y'all thought I was just all gaming. Again, the way how everything was structured, even with my game, was business. And I can understand how you three didn't understand that. I get it. Now, Prof and Shamgar will understand that because they now see what's going on. The fam, I offered you multiple times. Come check out what we're doing. If you check out what we're doing, you will see exactly what's happening and why I did what I did. But the envy, you just see me succeeding. You see so much going on. And then you're around these spiritual people who are left liberals. So you just see me with billionaires, all the types of stuff like that, and it pisses you off. Because that's what they're teaching you. Capitalism bad and all that type of stuff like that. You also got upset because I said that men shouldn't be wearing dresses. I was talking about straight men. I could care less what gay people do. I have no problem with gay people. Yes, I called you a fruitcake. And yes, I said I would slap fire out you, and I still will. Even after I sue you. You was talking crazy. You in this video, you try your best to make it seem like you said some peaceful stuff, and I just said I'm gonna slap fire out you. You try your best to try to make it there. That's not what happened. You know that. And then you also in a video put your foot in your mouth because you said, yeah, I was talking crazy. I was talking aggressive because, I was in my emotions. Okay. Well, I got emotional too. I don't play with men. Men talk crazy. What you want to do? You got my name here. Like, people don't know my actual name. Like, most people don't know that I legally changed my name. But my point, what I'm saying is, you thought that, he can't respond to me. And by the way, for the people, when you got people like this, right? You was around them, you want to address that. Because they will sound as stupid as this guy. And all you got to do is just, this is what really actually happened. Any video he makes after this, he looks crazy. Because then he has to debunk everything that I'm saying. And I'm not even finished with him yet. But the point is, he sees me up here, and you know, okay, he got a lot of stuff going on. He can't engage in this. I even told him that the reason why I don't get on Twitter. So he thought was, okay, well, since he can't get on Twitter, he can't engage in this type of stuff like that, I'm gonna make a video, because he said it in his thing right here. You don't want this type of video to be out there. Why won't I? Go ahead, put it out there. Put it out there. Put it out there. So that's gonna be the most expensive $1,000 you ever spent, brother, because you're getting cooked as it is. Just want you to know that. Don't try to delete the video too, because you like to do that. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna download the video now. 1 second. What's this right here? No, we're not gonna do that. Don't worry, we'll get the video. Matter of fact, I got this. I got the way to get the video. Yeah. Something you would have learned as learning from business to me. Then in the next thing he says, oh, I don't like the fact that he's moving. He's moving like a businessman. But then he says, I didn't want to call him because I said it in the video. I said it, and he plays it. It says, why didn't you call me? His response, he didn't have my number. But in the video, in the audio, I said my Discord. I never said my number because I know he doesn't have my number. So I said on Discord because I can't ignore that. If you think I'm ignoring you, just call my phone. It rings. Then he says in the video, watch the video. Well, watch it. Just watch the stupidity. You'll see he wasted a lot of time. But watch the video though. He says, I didn't call him because he's a businessman. He talks well. So you couldn't have been that serious. And then he bring up a book. I didn't tell him about his book. I just mentioned it. And he got the wrong book. If I mentioned the book, he got the wrong book. He's supposed to get the one I tell everybody to get is Weapons of Mass Instruction. He bought I think that's the book he had in his hand was How to Influence People. So, and again, proves a point. Stupid people like this believes that book is bad. Stupid people like him believe that book is bad because of the talking points they come from. Just like they say the book of 48 Laws of Power is sinister. If you look at the people who say these things, think about it. So he got mad at me because I changed my hair color. He said that to me on the phone. Yeah, about your hair color. You changed your hair color. He said you said you'd always be you, and then you changed the hair color. Because I also said that changing my hair color would be detriment to my brand. Then he said you changed your hair color. I had to. I told him why. He cried because he said, "Oh man, I didn't know. Yeah, if you'd have talked to me, you would have. You'd have talked to me, you would have. Then you put this video out here. Right here. So now it shows, as we had our conversation, I told you what was going on. You put this video out. So now it shows it's just envy now. Which I understood it was that from the very beginning. From the very beginning. Because even when I'm offered you help, and everything that you're saying here is all envy. I was around him for a year. And then he was learning about business. And then I realized the business stuff, it was bad. Not that I was teaching bad things. Also, he says, yeah, he's a big, in the same video as he's saying that he did not like the stuff that I was teaching. No, he didn't say he not like the stuff I was teaching. He says he just don't like the fact that I moved as a businessman. And the same thing, he says, you're a great business. You taught me a lot. I learned a lot. I learned how to stand on business because of you. Brother, let me tell you something. Being envious. I just want you to know something. I am much bigger than you, and I always will be. You will never get to this point, dumb man. And to let you know, after I sue you and take what you got, which you have nothing, but I'm gonna make sure I get more. I'm gonna do you dirty. Don't worry. I'm gonna do you dirty. Since I'm a businessman and all that stuff like that, I'm gonna show you what we do. Okay? You should have read some more books. I'm gonna show you what we do. You shouldn't have made this video. because it wasn't, you didn't make it because I actually did something wrong to you. I'm telling you now, yeah, you're not getting anything. I'm telling you now, you're not getting anything. We got to go to court for that. But what I'm going to do to you is going to be nasty. If you own that house, that will be mine. You shouldn't have made this. This is a big mistake for you. Your emotions, as you always said, do make you do things. Once you understand something, you try to paint it as that you were being peaceful, and then I wanted to slap fire with you for nothing. You made this video as in we never talked. So hopefully you'll be able to prove that you and I never spoke. I never told you what was going on. I never invited you to see what was going on. You have to prove all that. You have to prove all that. Shamgar let me know that it was you three that was in a circle together. Well, triangle, right? And you three thought that I did what Web3 did. He let me know that. We talked. Me and him is cool. Me and Ethan is cool. You and I were supposed to be cool too. But the envy in you, because you just don't like seeing as much success. You see, you go on my TikTok, it shows me that you're looking. You go on my TikTok, you see me with a bunch of people teaching inside of it. You see all that stuff. You don't like it. You don't like it. So now I'm very curious. When you were talking about Kagi and all those, were you upset that they were actually scamming people, or were you upset because you was mad because they were winning, but they weren't, but you thought they were winning? Because for somebody that you would do something like this to, and it's all because I'm a businessman. It's the only thing. I'm a businessman. I changed my hair color, and I stopped developing the game at the moment. Do you even know the date that I said that? It's just, you're gonna get cooked for this. People won't cook you, and I don't want people to go. Don't harass this man. Just want you to know that. Don't harass him. There's a date set for when the game will go back into development. Instead of, because I asked you multiple times, it's just because you won't show that. Of course, you're not gonna show that part. Of course, you're not gonna show that part. And you see, yes, I cooked him right here, let him know that he put his foot in his mouth. This guy's stupid. And also, he was sending scams. He was sending scams. Because I said, what is this? He said, my bad. Yeah. Like, what is he talking about? So automatically, after everything, we squash everything. He just randomly gets hacked. Where is it? He just randomly gets hacked. I don't know where it's at. But he sent it to multiple of us. He just magically get hacked. Like, how'd you get hacked? Right? He just magically get hacked, sending some crypto scams. Magic hat, and then he deletes them. Why? But anyway, that's how I will give you a call today. Me telling him like, yo, you gotta, because I told him I apologize for getting that way to him, because the only reason I apologized to him is because he made me step out of character. It's the only reason. So at the end of the day, it's okay. So it's in my text message. Once sent them, I told him to check it out. And you can see me, I think I shout out, say Stefan is back or something like that. But the point what I'm saying is, people like this, you have to watch out for people like that. These people will be around you, see everything that's going on. Envious. Even you bring them around and say, yo, come check out. They won't check it out because they're upset, because they failed. They failed, and they're where they are, and you are where you are. Shamgar, Prof, came to see what I'm doing. Obviously, it was just a misunderstanding with them. They wasn't like, okay, I didn't know that this was what you was doing. Him, he was hating the whole time. Everything in this video he said was nonsense. And I said, yes, in the video I said, You're not getting it until I give it to you because of what he said in that video. Either you had to fly and come take it from me, I'll fly you down here, smack fire at you. I said all that. He was talking crazy. He tried to, oh, do I look like a violent person and stuff like. He was talking crazy. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to court, okay? Because it's defaming in this video. I need you to prove all the stuff that you said because you got to be able to prove that. I'm also verifying that yes, you gave me $1,000 and I told you you wanted to come give it to me because I was going to give it to you. But once you put that video out and start talking crazy, you're not getting anything. Man, you got to go to court for it. And plus, that was all the way in March. So far away. All the way there. So all the way there, I could have shut down. I could just say, I could have shut the company down and just say, hey, well, that business went out. I could have did that. But I chose not to. And I'm going to give you more. No. Because I got busy, by the way. What happened is, as you can see on the screen right here, the only reason he up here is because I responded to his goofball self. You see people message me every day, all day. I get people message me all day, every day. All day, every day. I've never seen it. His message always goes to the bottom. So I don't see anything he sends me. But when I'm on here and I see, boom, okay, cool. I'm thinking, you know, so just in case you didn't see my text message, which means that we talked. Which means I have text messages of me saying, yo, here, come check out. What does this says right here? Discord link. Right here. 26. After that, which means you see all that here. All the stuff here. Right? Then he says, you know what? I don't care what's going on. That's cool. I respect that. So let me sorry if I disrespected you. Gatekeeper. You became a gatekeeper, you see? He's upset because of who I become. But I let my ego get in the way yesterday. You say I don't know. Yeah, so he listen. And then he says somewhere, I think it was in the text message, but he said somewhere you can keep the money. I said, no, I'm gonna give it back to you. Now I'm telling you, I'm not doing anything now. Now I'm gonna take more money from you. I'm gonna make sure. Listen, I don't want to do that to your family and stuff like that, but you gotta learn. Because I'm a businessman, you upset that I'm a businessman. The businessmen are evil and stuff like that, right? We're evil. We're evil people. So I'm gonna show you how evil people we are. I don't want to do this to you, but you think you're gonna play with me? Because you thought I was not gonna respond to this video. That's the thing. You thought I wasn't gonna respond. That was your goal. Your goal was, okay, he can't respond. You think I never have dealt with people like you before, bro? I left the hood, and people in the hood was upset because I left the hood. You think I never dealt with people like you before? You think I don't know what people like you do? Everything you're saying is envious. Everything that you say. Even how you trying to paint the message. And you probably didn't know that I talked to Shamgar and Prof, did you? Stefan, I'm gonna give you 24 hours. I'm still gonna see you anyway, but I'm gonna give you 24 hours. 1, to make an apology video. That's 1. 2, I'm just doing this right here because I want to show. Because my people will end up, you will have people around you. You have friends around you that's like this. I've seen this man as a brother. You ask Shamgar and them, Prof and all them, I talked to them about you. I said the exact same thing. I seen you as a brother. You will have people that's like this. I'm not going to say snakes because snakes is actually a good thing. Snakes not bad animals. But this guy right here, he talk about the devil and all that stuff like that. You see, that's what they try to do. Try to push that on you. You thought I wasn't going to respond to this, boy. You should have thought this out. That wasn't smart. I didn't even go into fully debunking everything. You just contradict yourself the whole time. Try to paint me into a way I'm not. This wasn't too smart on your behalf. By the way, this is not going to do anything to you. Because you're nobody. But, so because I know this is not, I want to also explain why I'm going to sue you. because this is not me making this video, it's not gonna do anything for you. Like, does nothing. You also even admitted that you wanted my attention. Because you want my attention, now you have it. Because I know this is not gonna do anything. Like, you're nobody. No one's gonna do anything for you. No one's gonna look at you. No one's like, people probably watch this video, but you're not gonna go anywhere. So since you are trying to paint a narrative on me, and I don't have any way, like, I can lose things, right? But since I can lose something, but you can't, my only way is to destroy your life, basically. And I want you to know, we just talked about yesterday in class too. This is why you should have brought your stupid ass, excuse my language, you should have brought your stupid ass to the classrooms. As I've been telling you to do so. You should have brought your stupid ass there. Because yesterday, we talked about how I am the wrong person to be with because of law number 15. Go look that up. And what I do to people when they play with me. So, you should have really thought this one out when you thought that you were going to try to paint this narrative and try to use the fact that, hey, he can't respond back to me because he's who he is. I got your address and everything like that. You won't be able to hide from me, boy. Prepare for the papers to come to you. GG's.